There we go. We should possibly be going live soon. I'm not too sure if it's being picked up yet. It is. It is being picked up. I'll wait for everyone to join. I'll see if I can actually get a link to the stream. I think I can get a link somewhere. We are going to be playing a game I bought for 79p or £1.79. It was one of those, and it meets a lot of criteria that I look for when playing a game. I'm just gonna make sure there's a link directly to the stream posted so people can join, and we will go from there. I just wanted to see if YouTube was working for streaming again, because it wasn't for a while, which is why I moved to Twitch, and I may very well be moving back to YouTube, and the secondary channel should all be working well. So just gonna move my mic up a tad. I need a new mic arm, so trying to position it takes me about half an hour. If we put that there, is that going to collapse? That's not collapsing actually, which is nice. I do like it when my mic doesn't collapse into a pile. Let me get a direct link though for anyone that actually wants to watch this. You know, all two people that are gonna, you know, enjoy this. I have no idea where this is streaming to, and it should be public, but I can't find it anywhere. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. If anyone's watching, please do let me know what I'm doing wrong, because I personally have no idea. There we go. There is a link, and I can post this here for anyone that wants to watch this stream. Please feel free to come watch, and you know, exactly that. Right. Should we get into things then for anyone that is watching here? I don't know if desktop audio is being picked up. I think it's very, very quiet, in which case I'm going to turn it up because, you know, it's actually got nice sound within reason. If I turn it up a bit more, there you go. Let me know if that's good, because I can turn it up more in-game. In which case, you know, that should be better. I'll see if anyone's actually talking in chat. No one is. So thank you all, 0 viewers, and I would say we'll begin, but is there any real need to beginning if no one is going to watch? That is the question. We'll probably do it anyway, because I need to make sure it all works. We're streaming in 60 FPS for once, in 720p, you know, we're actually trying something new, which is this game, so let's get into things and find out if this game's any good. And if you guys want to actually see a full review on it, because from what I understand, the developer of this game tried to build up a bit of interest and just couldn't. I don't know why that man's just blown up there. I wasn't paying much attention, and he wasn't able to get anywhere. He offered free keys to people. He tried to get, you know, let's plays going, and it just didn't work. So I figured, you know, I've been enjoying this game. I picked it up on a whim, and I've, you know, been enjoying it, so let's get right into things. We'll start a new game. We'll go for medium difficulty. This is where I kept dying constantly, and we can choose some stuff from our inventory. So we'll choose some giants, we'll choose more gold, and we will go for, you know, I'm looking around, I think more food. Food's quite useful. Or wood, actually. Wood's quite useful. We'll go for that. 25 max units, shall we say? And yeah, we have the cliffs turned up as well, because we like cliffs. Cliffs are actually, like, you know, decent. Not to be confused with the hit singer Cliff Richards, who is unfortunately not joining us live on stream today. So let's see. So the idea of the game is you start off with this grid-based or world-based system, and, you know, there's a big boy there. There's a big Barry. He's gonna win everything for us, and you sort of have to look around and think, what can I build here that will be not only defensive but make me resources? So we can see we got some stone over there. We got cliff there's to defend us. Trees all around. You know, we got a nice little starting area. This is actually quite good. We got some fertile land. Iron's a little bit far away, but, you know, nothing that's too bad. So let's start by getting some food production up and running. So let's get some food done. There we go. So stick down the grain here, and if we also start up some hop production, because if we get a hop, we can get a tavern, and from what I understand of this game, if we get a tavern, we can get cheaper mercenaries. The problem with mercenaries is they don't get upgraded, I don't think, so you have to be quite careful. Because the game's quite clever with how it's all laid out, so, you know, it gives you a bit of a challenge to it, and it's a nice idea. It's a mixture between RTS, RPG, and a city builder all in one, so it's a clever idea. It's just a shame that it never picked up much traction, so the game does feel unpolished in some areas, but, you know, it's not a bad experience overall. So, okay, right now, we want to keep an eye on our gold. We aren't making much gold. Now, what's going on here? Are we streaming alright? Or are we dropping frames? I don't know, because it's not actually telling me anything at all. So, I'll rely on someone else telling me if it is working. Should be the case. It seems to be alright. You know? Yeah, it looks to be alright. Anyway, what we want to do is we want to actually get an economy going, so we'll build some houses, but before we get houses running, we actually want to get production of things, because I made this mistake last time where we had all this stuff going on, but no actual production, and without any production, you know, you don't go anywhere. So we'll get some wood production, and we'll probably get, you know, some pig houses, because pig houses let you make food and skins and stuff, so get at least some light troops going, and then from there we can go and upgrade them all and whatever. We'll start a little village place behind the castle, because we kind of don't want them to die instantly. Although, given my track record, they are going to die fairly soon. But, you know, might as well try and make the most of things. So we'll get, like, some upgraded hovels. These are just hovels as they are. We can upgrade them for a little bit extra money. And I'm pretty sure there's this Templar guy who's quite useful. But I can't remember how useful he actually was. Oh well, you know, there was an attempt. We'll also, I'm trying to remember what else we need, but we've got all the basics covered. I mean, we can invest in some orchards and stuff, you know, maybe stick an orchard down here. You know, stick some paths down here so we can actually have people walk to and from their place of work, which would be nice. Get some paths going up around here. It doesn't look like much of a village. Welcome, Daniel C, to the stream. We are going to be streaming more on YouTube if this works, because, you know, Twitch has been all well and good, but the reason I left streaming on YouTube on this channel in the first place was just because it wasn't working for a phase, and now it seems to be working quite smoothly. I mean, it's telling me I've got an output low, but I'm streaming as much as possible, and I'm not dropping any frames on my side, so I hope everything's good in terms of the stream. So what we'll do is we'll be investigating this incredibly cheap 79p RTS game and seeing if it's any good, because I've invested far too much time into it, and it's actually, from my experience, quite fun. So we'll go from there and see, you know, if you guys are going to enjoy it. We'll put an iron production facility up over here. I mean, it's probably not going to be able to do much, but it'd be nice to have. We don't have much gold left, but I suppose we can use what we have left to upgrade our housing, then just speed up time. So, you know, you can walk around as your dude. Not as Big Barry there, he's completely out of the question. And you can see your peasants doing all their stuff. I mean, this guy has no food. No, he doesn't run the pigs. There's a pig pen over here, which of course won't be able to do anything because we need the crops, which are being grown by these guys down here. So, you know, the game actually balances a lot of areas, and from my experience, it's been quite balanced. You have around the map, you have these little camps which stop you from expanding, so we can't actually expand any further down here to all this fertile land till we get rid of him. Now, he's a big level compared to, like, 6, 10, well, 10's quite high leveled. You know what I mean? It's quite a balanced game, so our next area we want to expand to probably is up here. I think that's some fertile, yeah, there's some fertile land up here. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, I'd imagine it's just complaining for the sake of complaining at this point, because, you know, it's an RTS game, so there isn't going to be much movement on screen. But we got the first wave, so every few minutes a wave will come and get us. I didn't know you could actually check when the wave was coming, so we have skeleton warriors and skeletons coming to attack our peaceful little village. Luckily, we should probably do something with our money. I kind of want to keep upgrading these huts, but I also, you know, It's a shame because there's not really much in the way of food production on this little map. It's the one thing we don't have. I don't think there's any up here, is there? No, I don't think there's anything we can expand to up there. We have to wait till we can expand down here, which is a shame. There's nothing over to the sides. You know, I might actually build another orchard. This is annoying because we could do with more production like that. I wonder if I can build... there's more stone up there, more iron. You know, it's not a bad map that we've got down here. So what we'll do is we'll build. We could build some more houses, or we could build a chapel. A chapel actually would be quite good because get some fighters, which would be nice, considering we've got a wave coming up, and use the rest of our money to expand out the paths. You have to place them down one at a time. You know, this guy over here, he works over in the ore mines. Yeah, there's the closest way you can get there now is over here. So we need a brewery actually. Get a brewery up. That'd be quite useful actually, and then we can start producing alcohol to get some local religious drunkards to fight for us, because that's going to be the cheapest way forward coming to the next wave. You know, I've made it through a few waves on easy, but this is like one of the more times that I'm gonna try and make it further on a higher difficulty. It's actually very similar to Banished, but with a focus more on, you know, the battling. It's a really clever game, which is why I'm annoyed that it never picked up any traction, because I really like city builders, and there aren't enough good city builders, personally, being released. So, when I saw this come out for, like, I think it's £7 off sale, but £1.79 on sale, you know, I picked it up, because what have I got to lose at that point? So, we'll wait for the next wave to come and attack. Yeah, it's a really good game. Just sipping my cup of tea. But yeah, overall, you know, it's got a lot of interesting mechanics, and you'll probably be seeing them throughout this stream that I do. And yeah, we'll be going from there, I hope. It's more just a relaxed look at things, you know. I'm trying to keep up the narration constantly while managing the game. Now, our main area where we're going to be attacked from is probably over here. We could build, actually... We don't have enough wood, but... There we go. That's our main area that I was worried about. But we actually expand out enough to actually build some walls around it. What if we'll upgrade this guy, wood production. If we actually build another one, actually, because we're going to run out of wood all the time. You just tend to in this. It's quite balanced, but it's quite challenging when you first get into it. But as you play, you not only get better at the game, but you get little upgrades. So, like, we started with a little bit extra gold, and this big Barry guy who's going to destroy everything for us. Now, 30 seconds we'll have our first wave, and you'll get to witness just how beautiful the combat is. And we can nearly get some new troops. You know, I'd say we'd aim for these guys, but we need steel production for that, which is quite costly. So who's attacking us first? We've got the skeleton knights, the actual skeletons. So we'll send these guys up here. We're being attacked by the skeletons first, so... Oh no, skeleton warriors. Now, that troll guy is remarkably slow, but he'll actually be quite useful. So, you can actually control people in this. It's like very Mountain Blade-esque with how the combat system works. So, it's not specifically fancy or anything. And it's not claiming to be anything it's not, because it is a pretty, you know, basic game. But it's got combat. You know, I can run around as this guy and stab this fella. And then I can run away promptly from the battle. He's running away from... No, he's running to the battle. I can't hit him. You know, that was a smart skeleton. You know, why not run away from me? The AI probably didn't think to run away. It was just him telling that he got too far away. Long arm Larry there, throwing a boulder, as he does. Oh, no. See, this is why I need long arm Larry, because I built the wall. Not to be confused with the hit album by Pink Floyd. You know, welcome Techo to the stream. We're just giving this game a bit of a test. Yeah, I need to do something about those guys. Train some peasants. Send in the peasants. The peasants aren't going to be done in time, and these guys are walking straight towards me. I made a big mistake here by not paying attention to these guys closing in. Where are they heading to? Wait, are these the skeleton warriors, or are these just skeletons? They're attacking the brewery. That's our alcohol production. No. Oh, it's gonna be close. It's gonna be close. It's gonna be close. My guy's got stuck in a... yep, he got stuck behind a wall. Okay, we'll just take out these guys now. And, yeah, there's our broken down brewery. Long Arm Larry, of course, coming in with the defense. Throwing a rock at them. He blocked a rock with his shield, you know. Now they're taking out Long Arm Larry, which is a bit of a shame, but, you know, he's meant to be a tanky character, I think. Now we've actually got the I was about to say the cavalry, but we can actually build cavalry in this game, so no point calling them the cavalry. I actually had a really good save going on that I gave up on just so we could give this a bit of a go. So what we'll do, you can just control them from a top-down perspective if you want, and they'll just, like, fight for you with the AI. You know, Long Arm Larry there. Our peasants, you know, our peasants are going to be annoyed because we got no brewery. So we'll just speed up time a little bit. Maybe try and upgrade some of these houses when we actually get some wood production. You know, the wood is being dropped off constantly. These guys are actually the pig farms. You know, it's a good game. I'm really enjoying it, actually. Contrary to what we've been saying about it. You know, it's actually a good game. These guys will despawn. You know, I'm surprised it didn't take out iron production because that makes more sense to destroy than the brewery. But as you do, you take out the less important site. Now, one area that we're going to need to focus on is, you know, getting this guy, the Templar, or getting this guy, a War Priest. Because these guys are like the top tier units who are actually really good. And up until we can afford things like Chapel Knights and stuff like that, you know, we're going to be in a bit of a bad situation. So, I mean, we could try and get some of these Chapel Knights, but I don't know. We've got 11 minutes, and I don't think we're going to be able to produce anything quick enough to do that, you know what I mean? I suppose we could try and build a market and see if we can buy anything, but I've never really gone down that route before, so I suppose we'll have to see. And we could train some of these flagellants, those might be our best bet, but they're alright, but they're not very strong, and from my experience, I don't think they can be upgraded very much. And, you know, the alternative is we build a tavern, because the tavern lets us, you know, build some better troops. But even then, you know, we can't upgrade. They don't get experience. It's like imagine a Command and Conquer game where you see they get experience down the bottom, and that levels them up. I don't think these. No, they can. It's like some troops can't get promoted, and that makes them good in the early game, but not a good investment overall. And it's a rather confusing situation to be ending up in. So what we'll do is we'll probably be able to train some flagellants. As you do, when we, you know, I'll upgrade some of these houses as well because, you know, we need to upgrade some of them. And now I've spent the food we needed, so we can't actually get the soldiers we need. Luckily, I mean, this guy should be dropping off some meat. Nope, that was beer. Someone drop off meat, please. We need another pig farm, don't we? Yeah, we do. We'll build another pig farm, just like, you know, here. And put a road along to it, maybe. We should be able to get some more production of meats going then. Come on, fellas. We need some of this. I suppose the apple orchard's coming along nicely, but, you know, we need these flagellant guys. Come on. There we go. Okay, this should help us out for the next round, because we just want to build like a really bad little army first, so that we can actually take out all 4 people that are coming to attack. I don't think we're going to survive, personally. But then again, this is a rather high difficulty. So, it was never guaranteed we were surviving in the first place. And that's what matters. So we have our flagellants. We are making 22 big ones an hour. I don't know if that's per hour. I don't know if the game uses that. Luckily, they're all coming from the south. So, as long as we send our guys down here, we might be able to do something. Okay, they're sending in the cavalry. That was actually my line to use, the sending in the cavalry bit. But if we can take out their cavalry, you know, the peasant militia, of course, trying their best. I wouldn't call it much of a kingdom. It's more of just a depressing ragtag bunch of boys who have managed to call this land a home, while I send in horde after horde of peasants. with their little wood axes, you know. They're trying. They're doing an alright job, actually. Just strength in numbers. Oh, yes. Now the religious people. Here they come. Our religious drunkards. Here they come. That was our cavalry. Now we'll send in all these guys to attack out these skeletons, which I think is the rest of them. Yeah, it is. So, provided I can get hold of the king, there he is, and get him to escape the battlefield, we should be able to give them the old left, right, good night from the back, which should hopefully take out their numbers a bit. Because I'm not too worried about this guy getting a little bit injured. I hope the audio's not too loud, because I think it might be a tad loud in combat. So I've just turned it down ever so slightly, just so you guys can hear me a tad better over the noise of insane amounts of warfare. Oh yes, Long Arm Larry, of course, delivering the smackdown of an epic proportion. Yeah, it's nice to stream on YouTube. I will say, the streaming platform it's offering is actually quite good. Because I saw someone streaming on here the other day. I was like, maybe they fixed the issues with it. And it would appear they have actually fixed a lot of my complaints. So I was quite happy to see that. I think Long Arm Larry is delivering a smackdown. Yes, he is. Our peasants are the only ones that were injured, but they were mostly injured, not killed, which is a good thing. So we'll get these boys to head on back. Long Arm Larry, of course, taking up the rear. You know, he's trying his best there, Long Arm Larry. I don't know if we can get our own Long Arm Larry, but I wish we could. He's really 8 units killed. I mean, it's the Royal Guard that are doing all the work. If we could do for some Chapel Knights, but we might have to upgrade some of these houses first, just to try and, you know, get a bit more money being made, because money we need. Let's see, increases at +4. If we build like a few little houses, like scattered about, just how much wood do they take? They take 20 wood, don't they? Yeah. Right, we've done that, so we should have enough income coming in to build some smithies. I mean, the problem with smithies and armories, they take up a lot of money. Money we don't really have. So I kind of want to go down the tavern route first. You know, I think the tavern route might be better, so we'll go down for that tavern route and just make copious amounts of money first, and hope for the best. So we'll try and upgrade some of these little houses. You know, I'm pretty sure we can upgrade the wood production here. You know, we should be okay for the next wave. What is the next wave? No, we are going to die. This is a boss round. See, every 3 rounds you have a boss round, from what I remember. And the boss round is a bit of a pain in the arse, to say the least. See, the reason he's a pain in the arse is because he's, you know, disturbing low OP. And we can't really destroy him because we don't have any guys that can. We could train some more flagellants, but I don't think we're going to be able to do anything. Welcome, Merlin, to the channel. I've missed Merlin. You know, he's a right crazy guy. Okay, if we produce a little bit more alcohol, I think it's just because we don't have enough hops being made. I've upgraded our hop production, but I don't think it's going to make much difference. Maybe it might. You know, it's a bit of an issue. We need more hops. And we just aren't getting any hops to get our alcohol produced, which is a bit of an issue. We got as much wood as possible coming in. You know, maybe it's... What's it going to be worth doing? Get some more flagellants, or... Ooh, it's a strange idea, actually. Is it worth getting these flagellants? You know, I could always pause production and try and get a war priest guy, but... I think we're going to have to go down the flagellant route. I think we are. Yep, we're going to have to go down that route. Strength in numbers. It's probably our only tactic and only thing I can say right now that's of any use to us. We need more houses just so we can afford these guys. Get down here. I don't think we're going to survive this. Honestly. We might. Maybe. I keep saying mostly just because I'm so preoccupied with this crazy game at hand that we need to hope we win. We might actually be able to make another grand. How much does this guy cost? 100 food. 100 food and 2 grand. I'm going to pause production here and try and get as much food as we can and money. If we can make 2 grand, we can afford either this guy or this guy. I don't know if we're going to make enough. Oh, my voice. It keeps cracking. I don't know if I need a drink of water. I think it's just because I'm talking too much. I don't know. Actually, that is one thing, Merlin. This game does not have any forms of cocaine production, unfortunately. There's a distinct lack of drug-based production. We're not going to be able... We're going to get money. Money's all well and good. I mean, maybe if we build a bombard tower and lead them over to the bombard tower. Opinions on the bombard tower. Okay, so we have the money. The problem is we can't do anything with it, so we're going to go for the old train the flagellants option. More flagellants. And more peasant militias. Oh no, it's kind of split up on 3. This is the worst possible situation. This bloke, who's a bit of a geezer, he's going to try and kill us. We have this guy down here who... They're stuck behind a hill. Those guys are no worry. These guys are going to kill us near instantly. And, yeah, these guys over here who are, you know, a bit of a pain in the ass. And by a bit of a pain in the ass, I mean awful in every way. So what we'll do is we will, die. We'll die, actually. That's the only possible option. I don't know who's attacking us first. We'll have to sort of see. Maybe send in a set of flagellants. Are those flagellants? Yeah. Send in the flagellants and the Royal Knights to take out Big Boy. Send in Long Arm Larry. Long Arm Larry should go deal with the... No, those are... Long Arm Larry can go over here. Long Arm Larry and the peasants. You know, I can't even afford to replenish the peasants. They're going up here. And the king is going to have to go up over here, along with the other flagellants, while we wait for the other set to come in. Okay, so, actually, maybe, this was possibly a horrible shout. We can try and get these guys down here to all fight, while we send in the flagellants to attack these guys. See, this is how my tactical mind works. It's all about distraction, using the bad AI against themselves. Okay, so they're sending in Big Boy. Big Boy can fight him, and we will just try and dispatch these guys as quick as possible. The flagellants, of course, fighting what appears to be a reject from the Pokemon series. You know, I actually kind of wanted to do a full Pokemon playthrough on the channel because surprisingly fun games. Actually, I realised that when I bought a DS when I was doing some travelling. Really good games they are, especially from an RPG perspective. Wait, did he just walk straight past? Nope, he's fighting them. He's just killing them all instantly. Right. We can't afford any more boys. In which case, we're going to have to hope that these guys get dispatched quickly by our flagellants. They hold off the... Okay, send in the Royal Guard, and then we will hope these guys can... Our flagellants should be able to take out the majority of these guys down here, which should be rather nice. For anyone watching that's just tuned in, we are playing a game I bought for 79p, which is an RTS, an RPG, and a city builder all in one. That was an awful attempt of an attack. Okay, so those guys are going up there to attack him. They're doing a pretty bad job, and this is not going to last very long over here. So in which case we want to try and dispatch as many of these guys down here as possible before we send in someone decent. And by someone decent, I of course mean... okay, you know, there's no... Well, there is one, apparently. I can't see him, though. Oh, he's over there. He's the last decent enemy here. Then the rest are just sort of goblins. For God's sake, no! They killed a guy. Get him! Okay. You lads, over here to defend.
We will crush them.
How are they doing over here? Pretty badly. Oh no. Long Arm Larry is not in a good situation. How are they doing over here? Not actually that bad. They're doing alright. I mean, it only... Oh, they're mostly doing the strength in numbers tactic. Oh, I don't know if they're dying. Oh, save our flagellants. We can afford to replenish you, so get back. Meanwhile, our other boys are travelling across... See, this game is actually rather intense, you know. for what it is. So send across these guys over here. Take a sip of tea. And try and rescue Long Arm Larry, who is, you know, the only one left alive. Long Arm Larry, retreat. Oh, Long Arm Larry, you might have saved the day. Okay. Long Arm Larry, of course, on the retreat. He's being stabbed in the ankles. To him, they are all dwarfs. Long Arm Larry, go on, take him out. There we go. That's Long Arm Larry for you, with the old left, right, good night. Come on. Oh, no. And there we go, we've defeated the Fallen Executioner. Did anyone die? Yep, they killed off our flagellants. Not to be confused with flatulence. And we will take out the rest of these guys. You know, Long Arm Larry's there throwing he's throwing a rock. Don't know where he got the rock from. May have pulled it out of nature's pocket. He, of course, would have to be the one to tell you what nature's pocket is, as we cannot confirm at this time. There he goes, he throws another rock. It's insane what Long Arm Larry can do. We actually defeated a stage on normal difficulty. I'm surprised. I mean, we did lose quite a few. We lost one of our guys here, but in which case, you know, now that we've started getting some more trees, I'm gonna build the last set of new houses for us, and then we're gonna open up production here, and we're actually gonna get started on a smithy and stuff because we need some sort of weapon and iron production now. So we'll get what's this? What's this that I'm building? It's an armor smithy, and a weapon smithy. We'll build those two up along there. You know, put some roads up along here, and we will try to heal our guys. I mean, the next wave isn't too bad compared to that last one. Yep, we've got rid of the guys up top. They're dead. Everyone's dead. They started to heal, but they were brutally murdered. I mean, they're probably still over here. Yeah, there they are. You know, just outside the walls. This guy, of course, down here. Well, he's actually carrying his iron back now. You know, he doesn't really care all too much because he knows what's up. So we'll, I need to stop saying, If I've got nothing to say, I just shouldn't say it. You know, just think about what I'm going to say. Like, I just did it again. You know what you need? You need to, I'm going to just keep doing it because it's sort of the style at play right now. We could reinforce these units. We really need a way of getting more food. But I've got 2 pig pens. You know, I suppose we could try fishing. I've never really tried fishing in this game, but you know, it's always a tactic. You know, this guy can rush out here. You know, there he is. Little fishing rod in hand. Try and get some steel production going. It seems to be going down okay. We want to get a barracks built. Once we got more wood, might need to build another woodcutter's hut because you know we're not making much in the way of wood. So get another woodcutter's hut, upgrade it, and then from there we should be able to get more guys. I don't know if we're going to be able to afford these guys in time. Either way, it's not going to be too bad because we need more food, and food we should be getting because we've got our new fisherman's hut. So if we take a little stroll around our town, you know, it's looking quite good. Here's generic peasant 5. I have no idea where he's going, you know. It's a shame he was born without a face, actually. It's quite horrifying. Oh, he's talking. He's talking to me. I didn't know the game had voice acting there. So it's actually got a nice level of polish, and I kind of like these little graphics that we're getting. You know, there's collision detection. There's all this stuff. There's the fisherman's hut. See, I want to go take a look at the fisherman's hut, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to go take a look. We can see the guy that works over at the iron mines. We can see the ominous fort in the distance that makes us want to die. No, he's over there at the iron mines. This guy's, you know, he's just fishing, as you do. We can't run into the lake. We'll send the king back now, because he doesn't need to be there. I don't know. We might be able to afford these guys, in which case it would be a godsend. But we do need to hope that we start producing a lot more. In fact, you know what? I'm just going to build some light cavalry. It's our best option right now. We'll build a barracks. Get that up there. Maybe, I would say build some more houses, but we just have to go for the upgrade route because we're already using a lot of room. Plus, you get an extra 5 when you upgrade them, so, yeah, you know, it's kind of worth it. So what we'll do is we'll try and get some of these guys if we make enough food. I probably should have looked at that before I invested in all that. We can get a lot of these guys, you know, train some footmen would be quite nice. Train some knights, actually. Now that is an option I'm in favour of. Now, can we buy some food? Let's get some... I think we can buy food. Here. I will return to KSP at some point. It's just one of those games that's a bit difficult to stream sometimes because, you know, you need to dedicate a lot of time to it. It's still a good game. Can I buy food? No, it's incredibly expensive to buy food. I don't even know why I looked at that. We're not going to be able to afford anything this time, I don't think, which is a shame. I mean, we can at least afford to heal these guys, right? Yeah. There we go. We should at least be able to afford to heal these guys. There we go. These guys can all heal because they're actually decent units now. You know, these guys are trained fighters. And the next round will hit in a second, in which case... It's another bad situation. We're being attacked from multiple angles. So, who's attacking us first? Those guys causing a lot of issues. Those guys are attacking us first. Those guys are going to attack us from the top, and those guys are going to attack us from the bottom. In which case, we definitely need a pair of these guys down here to defend the farm. We definitely need a pair of these guys up here to defend the marketplace. And we can send in these guys over here. While Long Arm Larry and stuff hang back, possibly. Or Long Arm Larry can go in there while the king hangs down here. That sounds like a good idea, actually. So, we'll speed things up a little bit. Long Arm Larry's being sent in. The flagellants there. It's mostly about holding them up. It isn't. The game is intense. It doesn't let up. You don't get much time. So we've got 45 enemies remaining. You know, this is no trouble for our veteran guards. You know, combat begins with them actually doing a pretty bad job. But once they get in there, strength in numbers, you know, we'll get some more knights involved to come and help them out. Might actually... I don't know if the flagellants are going to be able to hold them off. In fact, you know what? Long Arm Larry, get up here. Might be worth having you up there just because, you know, we need someone up there that can actually defend our area, which is quite nice. Okay, now these guys are going to try and attack, meaning we should probably get the king involved as well because these guys are quite intense with their cavalry charge thing that they're doing. You know, where's Long Arm Larry? He's travelling up the path route because he likes the path. He doesn't want to get dirt on his shoes. It's an understandable issue at hand. We'll get the king involved, you know, he's gonna... I've never used the cavalry in this game. I might actually try and get some, because, you know, I say I haven't used the cavalry in this game. I haven't actually played enough to use the cavalry. Oh wait, are there more enemies? No, it's just generic boys. And then up here we got more cavalry, and yeah. There's not too many issues at hand. It's just sort of making sure these guys don't attack our crops, because crops are the only thing keeping us alive right now. I'm just keeping an eye on the map. So the cavalry's moving in from up north. You know, it's quite tactical. It's surprising. The Royal Guard is sort of our strongest, but that's the reason you start with them. You do actually get... At the ready. I'd definitely go to the stage of saying either Long Arm Larry or the Royal Guards are our best guys. The Flagellants are doing pretty good, actually, which is surprising, because they're not actually very strong units. They're more just like, you know, well, congratulations, you built a... No! No! Lads! The cavalry is just... They're going that way... For God's sake, send in the king. They're gonna go take out the pig farm. That's our food production. No. You guys go down here. I don't know if we're going to make it in time. No, we're not. I don't remember what it was. No. Oh, we might. We did. Oh, that was close. Send in the king. The king can go take them out. Royal Guard, meet up with the flagellants down here. I don't know which way they're coming in from. They're coming in from that way, in which case we can probably just hold a position up here. You know, either way, that will give us time to rush around. In fact, hold them there. The king is still rushing into battle. You know, ideally, there's 3 guys. Oh, it's just some goblins. Goblins are like nothing. They're nothing to worry about. In which case, we'll take out those guys from in here. And we will, hopefully win. I mean, these guys destroyed most of us last time, but Oh, wait, there's 2 sets of them now, are there? Yes, there's 2 sets of them. Nice. That's like an instant death situation. We'll take out the cavalry and then we'll, you know... There we go. Long Arm Larry has really been a godsend for this playthrough so far. We should really give this city a name, shouldn't we? You know, it deserves a name. I should really have created a specific thumbnail for this stream as well. Okay, they're destroyed. Send in everyone. Retreat the flagellants. They're actually somewhat competent. Run away. Yes, they're running. Keep running. Keep running. The Royal Guards will take them out for now. Hold them off. Hold them off at the pass, which is very literally what we're doing. It's going to take everyone a little while to get down here, specifically Long Arm Larry. This is difficult. See, the only advantage we've got is that we can retreat into this little hole, and that seems to be working well for us. So I'm going to get these guys to run back, because we don't want them to die, which is sort of, you know, what is probably going to happen. So now we've actually got some guys coming in. You know, we need Long Arm Larry here right now. This guy needs to run away. These Royal Guards pretty injured. Long Arm Larry. We just need to hold them off till Long Arm Larry arrives, because it seems they are actually going through the hole, which is actually in favour of, you know, our situation. They actually tried to punch me. The left, right, good night is to be delivered by the king and the king only. Oh, the Royal Guard is getting involved, which is dangerous, not what we wanted ideally. Luckily, they seem to be doing a pretty good job. You know. How's things looking from the top? Yes, Long Arm Larry is coming. You know. Oh. The Royal Guard definitely needs to hang back. Otherwise, we are going to lose our best guys. Oh! It's like combat to the extreme right now. I think that's our last guy involved with the Royal Guard. Luckily, Long Arm Larry is there. Yep, that is our last Royal Guard. Hang back. Long Arm Larry and stuff can hold this. Yeah. Yep, the Royal Guard is retreating, which is nice. No. This guy is causing major issues. He's chasing him. No. Don't fight. They just fight anything. Take out the goblins. I mean, they're not goblins, but they look like goblins, which is good enough for me. There we go. There we go. Take out the goblins of epic proportion. Oh, no, I missed. There we go. Long Arm Larry delivering the last smackdown of the game. Hardly injured at all by that, because he just doesn't care. Okay, these guys need upgrading. What we'll probably have to do is spend a lot of our resources on saving these guys, but... You know, the pig farm survived, which is nice. You know, I'm going to get another one, actually, just in case. Because we need one. Because they're actually really good for making food. So we'll get a pig farm up along here. Which should help us out, and then we'll get some, like, units. You know, we can either get some footmen. I've never really used the footmen, though, because we don't seem to really need them. In fact, what we'll do in this... We'll take a little break. And we'll be back in 5 minutes. I like that idea. In fact, what we'll do actually is we should make a little thumbnail, shouldn't we? What we'll do is we'll make a little thumbnail. We needed Long Arm Larry in the thumbnail for sure. So what we'll do is we'll get Long Arm Larry over here, you know, next to we're on like a scenic picture. Outside the tannery, you know, Long Arm Larry, turn around. This is a terrible idea, but I'm loving it. There is Long Arm Larry. And we'll get them both in. You know, we'll turn him around. There we go. Screenshot that. And then we'll have a back in 5 overlay, shall we? No, I'll make one. I'll make one. In real time. Here we go, lads. We're making a back in 5 screen. As well as an actual thumbnail for the stream. I've opened the wrong tab. And I think I've left the game running. Right. Give me a second to pause that. Because I've got the files. Now, if we're going to type... here we are, yes. That is not what I wanted to do, but okay. Thank you anyway, game. Right. Long Arm Larry is in the thumbnail. So is the king guy. You know, they're looking pretty majestic, actually. I'm not very good at thumbnails, as some of you may have noticed from my beautiful quality of my videos, but I do try, and that's what matters. So we'll send this backwards. Reignfall. The long arm Larry legacy is what we'll call this stream. Reignfall. The long arm Larry legacy. Here we are. The long arm Larry legacy. It's being made in real time. There we are. And this is now our thumbnail. There we go. This is looking beautiful. That's our thumbnail. And then we should be back in 5. I will put this up so people know what's going on. And we will go from there. So file, save as. See, this is how professional I am. If I put this in stream stuff. There we go. Thumbnail. Stream, Larry. Now, what we can do is if I put image, add image, browse, desktop, stream stuff, thumbnail Larry, there we are, and then if I put text back in 5, this is so poorly done, text, back in 5, and then if I select font, put it in the same font, there, and then if we put it in bold, there we go, and put the outline, which will be black. Okay, there we go. That's not what I wanted, but it's what we're doing anyway, apparently. Select color, yes. Now how do I select the outline color? Yes! It's so blurry, it hurts. Oh yes, that's what we're going for. Back in 5, lads. Right. I'll be back in 5 minutes. I'm going to get a cup of tea. In the meantime, I will leave you with the smooth tunes of David Gilmour.
There's no way out of here when you come in, you're in for good. There was no promise made, the part you played, the chance you took. There are no boundaries set, the time, and yet you waste it still. So it slips through your hands like grains of sand, you watch it go. There's no time to be lost, you'll pay the cost, so get it right. There's no way out of here when you come in, you're in for good.
We'll turn off the David Gilmour, just writing a sign. writing a sign. So no one enters my very clearly professional recording studio. Perfectly done. Right, lads. Let us return to the Long Arm Larry legacy. And I will actually set this as the thumbnail, because I can do that now. Change thumbnail. Stream stuff. Long Arm Larry. There we go. Your masterpiece is almost ready. YouTube, if only you had a way to recognise just how awful what I've made is. Right, lads. Let us get back to the Long Arm Larry legacy. Our boys are done with their photo shoot. Now we can actually restore some of these guys to their full health. We need more money. No, you need more money. We need more, you know. There's so much attacking us now that I don't know if we're going to survive because we lack a lot of stuff. Oh well, we're trying, and that's what matters. I'd be upset if we lost Long Arm Larry though. Ooh, need a drink of water. Okay, can we afford this? How many do we need? Yes, we can. We can afford that, which is kind of important. Our flagellants need, not actually that much.
Yes.
And both of them are pretty advanced now at this point. I mean, we still need more troops. But our main bottleneck right now is food. We aren't getting anywhere near enough food. How much is one of these? A storehouse. We build a storehouse up here. And then we build a load more fisher huts. That could work. Now that might actually work as an idea, because the fishermen can go straight to the storehouse. It also allows us to expand up here. It's actually an idea on multiple levels, you see. I'm thinking ahead for the future. So, can we afford to get a few more of our... Well, no. Before we get some flagellant guys, should we actually increase... We'll see if we can afford some of these guys. It's only going to cost 300, but these guys, the knights, will be a godsend if we can afford them. So hopefully if we get enough food, you know, made in this time, we'll get some knights involved, and then we'll actually make some money, which would be nice. Could always go for a bit more money. It's what we need right now. Build some more houses, I suppose. We got a nice little village coming along. And all the while I build these little houses, you know, it stops the main houses being destroyed. So it's sort of not a win-win situation, because it's very much not win-win. I don't know if we're going to be able to afford these guys, and they are so good. See, those knights would be ideal. Is there anyone delivering any food right now? Yes, I think this guy's delivering some food. Let's see. Come on, come on. Yes! Yes! We are saved. We might be able to do this. We have just made ever so slightly enough. It's thanks to these guys up here. Look, they're just churning it out. Okay. Luckily, we're being attacked from one side only, so we'll just send these guys all up over here. Wait for the knights to be done. I mean, how long have the knights got left? You know, probably about 30 seconds? Which is nothing, really. Luckily, things have swung in our favour, and these guys are actually coming to attack us on the same side. You know, if you came here expecting a professional playthrough, then you were wrong. But, you know, good luck thinking that. I'm still recovering from a bit of a cold. It keeps coming back. I think you can get rid of it, and it's back again. Okay, these guys can go down here, because these guys are going to be the most pain in the arse part. You know, there we go. The Royal Knights we actually could have... Oh, no. Yeah, this is bad. What's coming in from over here? Yeah. Oh, no. Yeah, this is not a good situation for us, fellas. Are these ghouls better than the old ones? They are as well. Yeah, we need a tavern or something. I'll see if I can just distract these guys. That's our best bet, is the old distraction game. How's things looking up from the top perspective? The flagellants are injured. Meanwhile, we've done virtually no damage at all to any of them. Nice. I'm gonna have to. Long Arm Larry, you are literally our only hope right now. There we go. He's trying everything he can. Okay, there we go. Try and get around the back of these guys. We just... the combat is insane. Because you sort of have control, but then you also sort of don't. Alright. I'm taking out a mini army by myself right now. There we go. Nearly gone. Oh. Okay, how's things looking from the top down? How's Long Arm Larry do? Okay, our flagellants return. How are the other flagellants doing? I think they might be dead. There's 3 of them left, but whether or not they actually survive will be insane. And those guys are attacking from the top. Right, lads, I think this might be the end. Because that's nearly everything of ours gone. If this happens. Oh, no. Well, you know, we tried. We can always return to the Long Arm Larry legacy. And we can go from there, so we will see. Okay, we might be able to claw this back. It just depends on if the knights finish, because the flagellants should be able to hold these guys off. Unfortunately, the storehouse is going to go, which is expensive, and, you know, something we needed. The knights are nearly done, though. The knights will be our... Oh, we've lost the Royal Guard. Right. Yeah, we are definitely not coming back from this. Right. There is no tactic at hand here. There is just luck. Send in those guys up there and hope for the best. Our best guys have been lost. The king is about to die. Yep. There he goes. This has not been a good stream for us. Long Arm Larry, retreat. The Long Arm Larry legacy is over. You are very much dead now, Long Arm Larry. You know, these guys up here, dead. Well, lads, you know, we tried. I just realised no one can see what I'm talking about because I didn't actually move any of this out of the way. I am an idiot on so many levels right now. Oh, see, I forgot to do that. You guys haven't been witnessing the destruction that's been going on for the last... too long. Too long has the destruction been going on for. What we might do is actually try a different game. I mean, Long Arm Larry is down. There he goes, Long Arm Larry. Everyone else up here, they haven't got long left. You know, the new knights... Yeah, they've demolished everything. We're going to have to surrender. We got us some rewards. The Lord spins around his sword around, hitting enemies around him. That sounds quite good. And a wood stash. Start the game with 100 additional wood. So we actually have some items. Now, we have 2 options here. We can either start a new one or we can play a different game. I think we're going to go and play a different game. So, thank you very much for joining me for this stream. I'm sorry that I left the overlay on for the last 5 minutes. And we will probably return to this later on when I'm ready to have another go. So, thank you. And we will be live again in about 5 to 10 minutes.